Contact with a COVID case is no longer uncommon in Ontario, and it was unavoidable for professor and family physician Keena Bracken when her husband tested positive.
I was able to completely isolate from him and, wear my mask if we have to.
She hasn't contracted the virus, and while she says she's been able to keep up with her patients and residents, there's concern among her community Omicron will cause chaos.
If you have all of a sudden all your healthcare workers off because there was potentially an exposure, and who's going to work? Who's going to take care of COVID patients and non-COVID patients?
With more mild breakthrough cases of the highly transmissible variant expected in the coming weeks, Quebec's largest healthcare union says the government is considering an aggressive plan. Allow asymptomatic COVID-19 positive hospital workers to stay on the job, assigned to already infected patients. In the U.S., Biden's chief medical advisor, Dr. Anthony Fauci, hinted it is also considering reevaluating isolation guidelines for healthcare staff. Back at home in Ontario, healthcare workers who are exposed to someone with COVID-19 will be able to continue to work as long as they test negative.
Instead of shutting everything down, we're being a lot more pragmatic, saying it's a different world. We have high rates of vaccination. We're not seeing an influx of hospitalizations. And this is a way of letting people move on with their lives.
In England, self-isolation rules have been shortened for everyone from 10 to 7 days as long as they test negative twice in a row. The Smart family from Toronto is a week into their Christmas quarantine after a close contact last Thursday. Since, both Amy and Colin have tested positive.
I'm a little worried about shortening isolation times when testing is so tough to come by.
Dr. Bracken agrees it's another hurdle provinces will have to overcome.
Things have changed over the course of time, and it's really hard to adapt to change as rapidly as we need to.
Unfortunately, in the era of Omicron, time is a luxury officials just don't have. Jamie Mauracher, Global News, Toronto.